You are now listening to the Non-Millennial Millennials podcast, brought to you by House of Spades Media Group. Enjoy.
And we are back, you people that we love. How y'all doing this week?
You wanted to insult our entire fan base, and that was terrible.
I said
But
you people that we love. Why
you
would
know
you
what?
automatically assume that?
I'm good with the fact that there wasn't a scrotum intro. So
I just wanted to say hey to our fans.
I'd like to say
love
hey
y'all.
to our fans too. Hello, we love you.
I think they like a scrotum intro. Every now
No,
and
they
again,
don't.
too.
We are back. Shout out to all of you around the world. We love you. We respect you because you respect us. And even if you don't, you still got your views. So, God damn it. We're here. Like, share, subscribe, all of that good shit. Who the fuck are you so we can get to the shit?
I am the one and only Busy 93. Did you know or did you not know? If you didn't, let me tell you. I go by some call, what some call, and who some call. Motherfucking Kango Don. I like that because I like Kangos and I like being in charge.
You haven't worn a Kango in like 7 months. Shut up.
Who gives a fuck?
How you gonna call yourself the Kango Don?
Because I own them, nigga.
You own like 2 Kangos.
4. Thank you very much. Anyway, motherfucking cricket court jester, the Carolina toe sucker, the one and only. I believe I say it like this. You correct me if I'm wrong. The Tiki Torch Nazi daughter slayer. Is that right?
That was right.
That was right. Okay.
Yeah,
and
man,
I
it's your
wish,
motherfucking AKAs.
I wish I could. Oh, Bath Salt Jackson. He's back. Hey, what's up? I came up with another one. That'll be there next week because I didn't read my AKAs. But here we are. I'm back again. Captain Dr. Science in the flesh with the lumberjack joint on. No lab coat once again because I got to keep it cool when we get in the lab. You dig?
Hey, good for you. You know what I mean? This nigga don't speak a lick of motherfucking Spanish, but it's all good. Hailing from the home of bitch and tequila, 50-cent margaritas, and cartel dealings.
Pinche puto.
Just because you could swear in Spanish does not mean that you could speak it.
Del
Cartel
Mio.
dealings. A1 on the mic. Motherfucking Jose Ortega. AKA Joe Banano smoking Cohiba Blanca de Copacabana.
Yes, sir.
You dig? AKA Joey Lefris. AKA Tequila Papi. AKA El Increíble Don Jefe Patron. Respect the name, the God himself.
That means he sell oranges on the freeway with tequila in them.
It's a very lucrative business. It should be respected. Tourists are everywhere. You don't have a fucking business vision. That's your fault. That's your fault. AKA Overtime Ortega. AKA Tony juggling the speakerphone.
Hey. Fuck you, Sosa.
You need to be nice
That's
to
what
Sosa.
that was.
You need to be nice to Sosa.
That's why he
You
was
need to be
literally juggling the speakerphone, though, because he was not being very nice to
You need to
Sosa.
be nice to
Sosa
him
was not
sometimes.
being nice to him.
He was kind of mad, though. He had a reason to be mad.
But so did Sosa.
That's what I'm saying. Sosa had a reason to be mad. Like he,
Okay,
you know,
but so did Tony.
yeah, that's why he was juggling the speakerphone. He was
Right.
mad. He was very angry.
That's all I'm
That was
saying.
coke mad. That's very mad.
You ever did a mountain of coke and been mad at somebody?
Yeah.
Look at Scarface. Anyway, shout out to Al.
AKA 2021 and 2022 Space Ghost. AKA Overtime Ortega. Also known as the Petronome. And Zay Mysterio. And Tito Lee. Wah! In this episode 183 of the Non-Millennial Millennials Podcast, House of Space Media. We in this bitch.
All 183 of y'all got an answer for this. Why? Because that's 183, if I'm not mistaken, platinum records. Huh? Why are they platinum? Did they do the diamonds and the millions and the golds and whatnot? No, they didn't. But you know what they did do? They infected the culture. And that's all we got to do. Because once we do that enough times, then eventually, what do you have to do? Say our motherfucking name.
Yeah, and it is very quite hard, if I must say so myself, in an enjoyable way to release a platinum record every week. You know what I mean? Just by pure sonics.
And I also love that about creativity and artistry, and I guess that's part of the thing I love about entertainment is the fact that we can call it a platinum record, and you can call it a Woody, and we're both right.
I'm not gonna call my podcast
Oh no, it's definitely not the
hard-
worst,
a hard
and it's
thing.
definitely the best. But at the same time,
We the longest
if we
running
fell in the
podcast through
middle,
anything through like ever.
that's what I'm saying. So we're definitely the best. But if you don't know about it, you don't know about it. So we gotta let them know.
Like on some real shit, we should start doing this podcast in front of like old food that we put under domes and starting to grow life, just so they know like we're God.
We bring life.
Yeah, like you belong to me, you slaves. That's problematic. I'm sorry.
Oh, completely
Anyway.
off topic.
How was your Thanksgiving, by the way? Your colonizing holiday.
Plays into what was completely off topic. My, what did you call it? My
Colonizing
national-
holiday.
Yeah, my national colonizing holiday. How did I celebrate it? I celebrated it pretty good. Celebrated my birthday pretty good, and I celebrated life pretty good. I was thankful for a lot of things. I was happy my mother gave birth to me, and I was
I think the listeners are happy as well. Shout out to y'all.
some of them for sure. Also, I ran into a little quinky dink.
Don't say that like you're not damn near 40 years old.
I'm not. I'm closer to 20 than I am 40. That's true.
But you're closer to 35 than you are 22. So
Yeah, but I said I was 22.
no,
You
I'm
said
saying
40.
No, I said then you closer to 20. You're closer to 35 than you are to 20.
Yeah, but you said 40. Can't change it up at the last minute. Anyway, had a lot.
What I'm saying, sir, is
What?
you's an old ass motherfucker. But whatever, continue.
Nigga, so are you. You're older than me. You like by a whole like month or like almost a month. Anyway,
Yeah, that's why I float on a Nimbus cloud. I'm like wise and wisdom and shit with my gray hairs and
wouldn't go that far.
like I just float on this bitch.
Says the guy that was taking people's souls.
I was.
Let's get into
I'm
that.
rehabilitated.
Let's get into that.
I am rehabilitated. It's called rehab.
Let's get into that.
It's rehab.
Where was it you were when you first heard these allegations?
Rehab.
No, really. Where were you when you first heard these allegations?
Which allegations?
The allegations of whatever the fuck you said was the first topic.
Of Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. Where were you?
The allegations of colonizing murder?
No, where were you? While Native Americans were metaphorically being murdered again, and we were all celebrating it. Where were you?
Doing nigga shit. Now we was eating a bunch of pork.
You didn't even eat no turkey.
Nope, we
Celebrate
didn't.
the white folks.
No,
Or
we
celebrate the Native Americans, not the white folks. Jesus. You too. I'm
You're
sorry.
not. You're not celebrating Native Americans by celebrating Thanksgiving, yo.
No, but you're
Mind
also
you,
not celebrating the white people either.
I ate Thanksgiving dinner. Well,
Are you? No, wait. Are
well,
you?
I ate dinner with my wife's family, who is primarily Native American.
So with them celebrating it, I mean,
We ate pork and was like, "Fuck y'all, turkey."
yeah, I guess that. I guess depending on how you celebrate it means a lot. I never thought about Thanksgiving like that.
We watch, or at least I watch. We all watch football.
Mm-hmm.
I rooted against the Cowboys, because that's America's team, and racism.
Thought Cowboys was like America's team.
That
Makes it like the Patriots.
Yeah, but we a family full of fucking like full blown rob minorities over here. You know what I mean? So
Can't necessarily root for Cowboys.
yeah.
I get it.
And guess who's the motherfucking Raiders fan right over here? So yeah, the Raiders beat the shit out of the Cowboys. It was a close game, but
They've had a tough time recently, haven't they?
I'm not gonna go into my.
I did want to talk about that a few weeks ago.
No, we're not gonna go into that. We're not gonna go into that. All I'm gonna say is this is me on my Michael.
You got a statement?
This is me on my really flamboyant Michael Irvin shit right now. This is me right now. This is me right now. I wish I had a motherfucking a Cookie Monster voice to go along with this whole thing right now.
Go for it.
Because I got the hands. I got the hands right now.
Try it.
The hands right now is telling me right now and telling you. And this is the reason why I'm gonna say it. The Oakland Raiders. Fuck Vegas.
Whoa.
We the Oakland Raiders.
Whoa.
Yes.
That's offensive.
It
I
is
think, to a lot of people.
It is, and I don't care. Cause shout out to the people of Oakland, California. We the Oakland Raiders.
George,
we knew for a fact that John Gruden was a piece of shit asshole that was going to destroy our whole team, and he did. And you know what? We gonna overcome. We are going to overcome, and we have. Fuck America's team, Raiders, baby. God damn it. That's all.
I'm just saying.
That's all.
When you
That's
got,
all.
you know, when you got.
That's all.
It's not. Anybody that knows, it's not.
It's todo. It's todo.
You know it's not.
Look.
My man's got on Instagram with an AR. We're going to leave it at that. Because he was mad about a tweet. That's why.
I be mad too sometimes.
Not that mad.
I do be mad sometimes like that sometimes.
If you do that and we're signed to Disney, congratulations with the severance package, sir.
Deal. We never gonna get a Disney deal.
You don't know that.
I know that.
No, you don't know that.
No. We the person.
I've talked my way into better buildings. You never know.
We are gonna walk ourselves right into the Fox building, and that's where we're gonna be.
Once again, I've talked my way into better buildings. I don't know about that.
No.
Putting in work here. I don't know. I've talked my way into better buildings for less.
What are you, like the undisciplined Jew or something? Like, that's one of your AKAs, nigga. They're not going to let you in there.
Give us a fuck. I'm coming in with a yarmulke.
And what? Disney didn't like that. It's not going to fly.
We don't run it no more. That's Kevin Feige.
Kevin Feige runs Marvel.
It's Disney. Oh, no. Yeah. No, it's Bob. No, Bob ain't in charge. No. Damn, yeah, they got rid of Bob. I don't know who's running it now.
Somebody that's not going to allow you to walk in with a fucking yarmulke.
What about a do-rag?
My pass.
If you can forgive the yarmulke for the do-rag, we're good.
No. I don't think he still sit well with Colin Kaepernick. So therefore,
I'm not worried about Colin.
I don't think ESPN like Colin Kaepernick, and we worse than I think we worse than Colin Kaepernick type niggas
for sure.
Yeah,
100%,
1,000.
We're not getting the same type of Netflix documentary. It'll be a Netflix documentary, but not the same kind. 100%.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna edit us out for the.
No, it'll be about us.
No, I'm saying
it just won't be
for the CNN.
The same.
You know when CNN does their documentation of every decade or whatever.
Yeah,
we're gonna get the call for 2010s, but
we'll be in the 20s, but we'll be in a couple of those. We'll probably get the call for the 20s, not the 10s. We were just starting in the 10s.
We were there. They're there.
Yeah, kind of.
We might be in both the 2010s and the 2020s, but
you never know how this turns out.
Or they're gonna edit us out, and we're gonna be like, we're on TV, and have all of our family and friends sit around CNN and find out that they have that shit was fucked up, and that was the only thing we're gonna say, the whole shit, because they didn't want to hear us speak. They want to silence us. The truth.
I mean, what do you expect if you're doing a documentary on CNN? What do you expect? How many niggas did they let speak? They gave Dia Hughley a show for a day and a half, and then they canceled it.
That was a bad play by them. You know that.
No,
I know
it
that.
should have been
What
a
the
good
fuck is
play.
the joint?
But they mishandled it. I don't know. This nigga's half asleep or something.
Don't fall asleep
That
with
was
the
a
joint in your
play
hand.
that they shouldn't have done, but they almost did it. No one can hear you, George.
He can't hear himself.
We gonna get a shirt that says "No one can hear you," because George likes to fall asleep on the job and then just mumble his way through. I don't know.
You know what's gonna be the worst fucked up thing is that we're gonna have to get George an assistant first to assist him so we can actually function correctly, so he can function correctly. And
if the camera didn't do most of the work, this nigga would be useless.
And it's fucked up because it's like we the people that actually make the show. So we should look. I think I deserve what's the words I'm looking for? An Anglo-Saxon slave to go get me coffee if I need to first. But it has to go to George.
I don't know how I feel about that, but okay.
I know you.
That's coming from me.
Yeah, you're kind of conflicted, aren't you? You voted for Trump.
An Anglo-Saxon slave. I can't even say it right.
Anglo-Saxon. Anglo-Saxon.
I can't even say it right, sir. Look, that befuddles me.
Well, you're a Trump supporter, so I'm not.
You gonna stop trying to tell people that I am not
I'm
by
not
any
trying to
means.
tell people that.
Nor
I'm saying
have I ever been a Trump supporter. Now in 2024, that is coming up, and will I? Won't I? No, I fucking won't. Don't even fucking tease yourself like that.
I know, because you're going to vote for Kanye.
Maybe.
I know
Maybe.
you're voting for Kanye. I
Maybe.
know it.
If he runs again, maybe. You know why? Because I'm tired of voting for 2 bowls of dog shit.
Because I'm going to keep it a bean. I'm voting for Kamala. She run.
What?
I'm voting for Kamala. She run, nigga. I'm going to keep it a bean. I'm going to keep it a bean. Oakland, stand up.
Yo, clip that. Clip that.
Oakland, stand up. Shit.
Nigga, even Oakland is looking at you like, nigga, huh? Yeah, with the Raiders, but huh?
Oakland, stand up.
Please give. No. Don't even give your reason. I kind of understand what you mean. At the same time, nigga, really? You ain't even got a reason to hold shit out. I'm just going to ask you, nigga, really? Her on the card. Okay, yeah, her versus Trump, of course. Her versus her versus anybody else on that card, of course. But
I don't vote.
Biden and Trump again, bro? We doing this again?
I don't vote
we doing this again?
So, yeah, no.
No, I'm saying we doing this again, though. Who you voting for?
What?
If it ain't Biden and it ain't Trump, who you voting? It ain't Kanye, it ain't Biden, it ain't Trump. Who you voting for? Big Meech? You know he running when he get out.
Damn, I would vote that Big Meech.
Me too. I feel like he deserves it at this point.
You know what? It's going to sound real controversial, but I think it's going to be real. And I think it's the one thing that I think we've all looked over doing that I think is the best thing to do for humanity.
Please say what I think you about to say.
We should vote. I'm going to vote in Mr. Morgan Freeman.
God damn it. God himself.
Yep. I'm going that far. I would vote in Mr. Morgan Freeman. Because I feel like we've been looking over God to lead us. And that's
We've been
all
looking
we need.
for God.
We know He here. We know it.
And even if he not, who sounds like him? You know? Yeah, I mean, who sounds like him?
Look,
Mr. Morgan Freeman.
Mr.
And
Morgan
I do
Freeman.
mean the Mister. You
Mister.
better put some respect on that.
Look,
all
fam.
all 183 of these motherfucking episodes, put some respect on, God damn it, Mr. Morgan Freeman.
The only people
doing
that,
it since we started.
The only people that do not deserve or do not have to call Mr. Morgan Freeman Mr. Morgan Freeman are all those that was older than the age of 35 that told their kids, one being me, to watch Lean On Me. If you was 35 and older when Lean On Me came out and you told your kid to watch it.
You mean 35 or younger?
No, 35 or older.
You nigga, you not 35.
I'm not. That's why I have to call him Mr. Morgan Freeman. My mother was over 35 when she told me to watch Lean On Me. And that's my introduction to Mr. Morgan Freeman.
Even in Shawshank, we gotta call. Yeah.
We always gotta call Mr. Morgan Freeman Mr. Morgan Freeman.
I had to think about it for a second. Matter of fact, he just dropped one with him and Michael Caine and the other old white boy. They just dropped another one. I gotta watch that. It's like they doing a heist or some shit. It's like 3 old niggas doing a heist on vacation.
Yeah, and Mr. Morgan Freeman is probably the hero.
No, all 3 of them are. They all 3 doing the lick. It's Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman and the other old dude, Henry something or Hank.
I know the old dude you was talking about.
Yeah.
I seen the little clip they was doing for promo for it. Yeah. I just don't know the name of the John.
Yeah, but they they like, it's not some, superhero shit or nothing. It's like just them doing a robbery and them being old niggas doing a robbery.
What is that up with the old people that
I like it.
old people doing nice?
It's sweet. And for all the bullshit and for all the bullshit that Hollywood cranks out, it's nice to see a actual good turn every now and again, like heist movie, superhero movie, include everybody who's oppressed movie, every gender, all of that shit. You want to do that, right? Every now and again, it's good to see some old men. And have they done that with old women? No, they did Ocean's 8 women. I enjoyed that. It's good to see.
I didn't see it.
I enjoyed that. I think Reed was in it too. It was. I enjoyed that. I think movies like that, if done right, are good. And there's nothing wrong with having a good movie without fucking representing everybody that feels like they're not being represented.
I feel that.
All right.
How do you feel about like nobody of any real matter being represented at the Grammys?
I feel like.
Wait, actually, before I even before you acknowledge that question, let me ask this question first. Do you still watch the Grammys?
What year is it?
It is technically, it would be the 2022 Grammys.
So 13 years running. And I do plan to watch this one. So 13 years running. Been watching it at least the last 13 years. And why? Because the artist in me still knows he's better than all of you niggas, regardless of whether or not I ever win one. Now, do I expect a nomination? Of course. But do I win one?
Can we win a Grammy for
People
Best
might
Podcast?
not like me. That'll be a thing. Soon. If it's not now, it will be.
I was like, can we win one of those?
If it's not now, it will be, and Joe Rogan will win the first one.
No.
Yeah. Get the biggest one in the world.
We better.
He's winning. But if they introduce it like this year, and we don't know it's on the card, he's winning. We won't even be on the card this year. Next year, maybe.
I will get my car completely fucking wrapped in I do a better podcast than Joe Rogan and drive down the fucking street with him every day.
With that. I'm with paying people to do that.
If that happens, I'm like, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, he gets a good interview every now and again. Yeah, like Snoop. You know what I mean? Like that's cool.
That's not what you mean. You mean he interviews people like, we want to listen to every now and again.
No, I'm talking like Elon. Yeah,
he usually interviews a bunch of people he wants to talk to that are people that he thinks is interesting, which is the podcast, which is a podcast that someone would do. But I guess it just looks kind of, I don't know. I guess if you don't know that, it looks weird to you. I guess.
All right. So let's discuss Grammys, goddammit.
Do I want one? Yes.
All right.
Will I get one? Yes. Will you ever see me give an acceptance speech on TV? Yes. Will the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ever induct me? Yes. Huh?
All right, great for all those things. Your album coming out. All right, so first, I guess category I care about R&B album of the year. I don't know. You are more of an R&B nigga than a rap nigga, so you tell me if something pings your ear, how you feel.
You already know.
Back of Her Mind, Her.
That's a ping.
Hotels, Jasmine Sullivan.
Ping.
We Are, John Batiste.
Ping. Baptiste.
Whatever. Temporary Highs and Violet Skies, Snow Allegra.
Ping. This is a good lineup.
Gold Digger Sound, Leon Bridges.
Ping.
Who you got?
Snow.
My nigga, but I got
Snow or Her?
I got her in this one.
One of the two.
Because I love both. I love both those albums, but hers project is it's fire. It's fire. God damn it.
Yeah.
Best rap performance, nigga. What you got? That shit, Meg Thee Stallion. Up, Cardi B. My Life, J. Cole, 21 Savage, Murray. Way Too Sexy, Drake, Young Thug, Future. Family Ties, Kendrick Lamar, Baby King.
You want my answer? You want busy,
yeah, your answer.
You
nigga.
want Busy 9-3 answer, or you want Julian answer?
Ask you a question, nigga. What the fuck you mean?
No, I'm saying like which one do you want though? Because I feel a way about that category.
I am not your therapist. I don't care about your
You
personality.
think I talk to my therapist like that?
I don't care. I don't care about your personality issues. Give me an answer to the questions I ask you.
I don't care if you're psychotic.
I don't care.
Answer the question.
You don't have therapy in Mexico.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
They just kidnap all of them and keep them for themselves.
Exactly. That's why you don't have none.
Kendrick, because it's the Grammys. My answer, who else was on that?
Meg with That Shit. Cardi with Up. My Life, J. Cole, 21 Savage, Murray. Way Too Sexy, Drake, Young Thug, Future.
Yeah, my pick, Cole. Grammy pick, what I said. And if not that, Cardi.
You know what? I'm
gonna stop doing that too because I keep leaving wrong. I'll just give you a solid pick.
I'll check you on that one because I'll give you the same one. You don't even have to do that because if I'm gonna pick the Joe pick, would be My Life, Cole.
All right.
But I'm gonna pick the Grammy pick
Cardi
or take a pick. No, it would be Way Too Sexy.
But Cardi's on there, and Meg's on there, and Meg. Yo, that's who they're gonna give it to.
That's probably
let's put this on. Let's you want to bet on this right now? You want to bet $5 on it? Meg just won Album of the Year or Best New Artist or some shit for Billboard Awards or American Music Awards. You think they not giving her that for the Grammys? And Thought Shit, that's not even the most popular song. Savage was last year, and Savage is on this year's Grammys,
I don't think they'll do that to her. And the only reason I think they won't is because Kendrick is in her same fucking category.
Cardi's in there too.
Yeah.
Kendrick's in there too.
But if they
Drake's in there too.
But here's the thing. If they gave it to Cardi if they gave it to Cardi or Meg within a category in which Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick are all both nominated in the same genre, and they don't give it to any of those three, but they give it to Cardi or Meg, it's another one of those Macklemore spectacles that nobody wants to fucking talk about. At least for the Grammys.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah. You got
Up deserves to be there.
You got shit. You
on
legit,
that album. That's not the strongest record on there. But it was popular.
You legit got the Kings in one category in Best Rap Performance. You got J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick.
Cardi's the queen.
That's because, like, she,
Go ahead and talk that. Go ahead and tell me how she's not.
I'm not going to say it's not. Because what I was about to say was going to credit her more. So I'm like,
I would hope so.
It will, but I'm like, they're not going to give it to Meg. And
I would say that because she's the new.
Up wasn't a better song than any of the other three. So
what does that have? We're talking about the Grammys.
It wasn't a better. I'm just
We're talking about the Grammys. That shit wasn't the best record on that album or the best song in that lineup. And if I'm going to put a Meg Thee Stallion song versus any of those songs, That Shit isn't the one. But people liked it. It was popular. That's why it's in the lineup.
Nigga, this is my thing. If I'm not in them streets like that no more. Like the streets that I'm about to describe. If you in the streets right now and you know what the Big Sean, Nicki Minaj ass era was. and how that goes in the clubs, in any club. If that shit go like that, then by all means, give it. Give
I
it
don't
the,
even think I've heard the record.
Give it. I have. Give it the.
No, it's not the biggest record on
give,
that
yeah,
album.
I'm gonna say give it the Grammy. But if it's not that, don't give it the Grammy at all. But in turn, if you do give it, you'd actually, I feel like you'd have to almost consider going back in time and giving Ass a Grammy, because that's the same thing.
We could go back in time and give out Grammys. There's a lot of Grammys that need to be given out. That's not the fuck we talking about.
So,
we're talking about this lineup and who the fuck we think is realistically gonna get it. Which I think the Grammys are either gonna give it to Cole or Cardi or Kendrick. I think Cole should get it.
I think Way Too Sexy should get it. If I'm gonna think Grammy, if I'm thinking just Grammys, just like nothing else, Way Too Sexy. This one's just for you. This one's just for you. Okay. Next category. Okay. Move along. Pop vocal album.
You know I like this.
Planet Her, Doja Cat.
This is our favorite time of year, isn't it?
Yep.
What?
Planet Her, Doja Cat. Positions, Ariana Grande. Happier Than Ever, Yo Bitch, Billie Eilish. Sour, Olivia Rodrigo. And Justice, Justin Bieber. I have no take on this whatsoever.
Between Olivia and Billie.
I'm not going
to say that because
I don't identify with probably either. So I'm not even going to try and.
I'm just saying in terms of how the records sound and like the little bit of Ariana's out my heart, a little bit of Billie's out my heart, a little bit of Olivia's out my heart. Ariana was chilling. Billie is on her second or third. She ain't letting up. I think Olivia, this is the first I heard of her was like a couple months ago. So I don't know how deep she is, but just between them two, I think in terms of like a good record.
All right. I'm unaware. I'm gonna keep it real for all of you people that don't have melanin.
I listen to a lot of pop music and I like to write pop music from time to time. So.
I'm not into pop music whatsoever. So that's not my bag. Do you care about pop solo performance or should I move on?
Yeah, who's on that?
Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. Brandy Carlisle, Right on Time. Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo. Anyone, Justin Bieber. Positions, Ariana Grande.
Same answer, but I feel like this goes back to the last hip hop answer too. The same type of effect. I feel like the Grammys gonna give it to Billie, but Olivia should get it.
All right. I'm gonna rock just cause it's not mine. That was a busy segment. That was that. I really don't care about music. Do we care about music video
for next week? Of course.
The Ortega Award nominations.
Oh right,
are next
we were doing
week.
the award show next week.
By the way, the Ortega Award nominations are next week. Starting tomorrow, Saturday, right? Well, technically, yeah. I will post on my Twitter, and I'm sure my co-host will share what the nominations for each category will be. It's not going to be Grammy nominated. There's certain categories we will have for ourselves. You know what I mean? That's you. I don't even want to call it an Ortega Award. I want to call it the TN2M Millennial Greatness Awards. Because that's what it is. That is what the fuck it is. We are millennials, but we not. But we are the greatest. And we want to acknowledge the great that is coming every year annually by what you do.
Even if you're not a millennial.
Yeah. I'm going to leave you in charge of most of the pop and stuff. Because you know more about that than me. You know what I mean?
I stay in these YouTube streets.
You do. You're very good with Gen Z. I'm not.
I wouldn't say I'm good.
I don't babysit. That's not what I do. You know what I mean? I got a 4-year-old, and I don't babysit. That's not my
talking.
Thing. That's not my thing.
Just keep talking.
I'm just saying. Like, you're good with Gen Z. But do you want to talk music videos? Cause do you watch them?
No, I haven't watched many this year, but depending on who's on the list, I feel like I still know who's gonna win.
All right. So, good for you, Olivia Rodrigo, Petra Collins, somebody else. I get a kick out of you, Lady Gaga, Tony Bennett, Danny, somebody else. I did listen to that album. It's not bad. Freedom, John Batiste, Alan Ferguson, Alex, somebody else. Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish, David D. Moore, Shell, somebody else.
Okay, we shouldn't have even done this category. You know what I'm gonna say.
Peaches, Justin Bieber,
come on,
Giveon, Daniel Caesar. That's the only person that was somebody else that I knew, like looking on the internet.
Like look familiar.
Yeah, I'm like, that's Daniel Caesar. I know that. I know who that is. This might fuck you up.
This is still the same category?
This is best. This is music video.
These
Grammy.
are all these. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Okay, I thought you were.
All right.
You would stop.
This one might fuck you up. This one might fuck you because it's your man's.
Okay.
Montero, Call Me By Your Name, Lil Nas X, Tanu Muñoz, Frank, Buff Something. And finally, Shot in the Dark, AC/DC, David Malay, Dion.
AC/DC put out a video? Jeez.
Yes. And you know what my pick is, so what are you going with?
I think the obvious pick is between Billy and Nas X. That's the obvious
What
one.
is the busy 9-3 Julian combo of what a choice is, nigga? Because I'll tell you what mine is right now. I'll tell you what Joe gonna say, and I'll tell you what...
What's the video for Billy?
Happier Than Ever.
What's the video for Nas?
Montero.
Nas is winning. Shock value.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to say.
Shock value.
I love AC/DC, but...
Come
hey,
on. Yeah, it's like 50 years ago. Though.
Yeah, the time's long gone and past. It's over.
That's what I said. AC/DC put out a video?
This is where I am finally at. God damn it, son of a bitch.
Let's get it.
Rap album.
Let's get it.
Call Me If You Get Lost. Your man's Tyler.
Yes, sir.
King's Disease 2.
Yes, sir.
The original Nas.
Yes, sir.
Donda. Your man's Ezekiel.
Yes, sir. The rap lineup is fire. Can we get a Grammys credit for that this year? The rap lineup is crazy.
Certified Lover
I'll give
Boy.
them credit for that.
OVO Drake. Ooh. The off season. J. Cole. Who the fuck you got?
This is when we get goosebumps.
Beat him, nigga.
Chills in
Be
our
that
body
nigga.
and whatnot.
Be that nigga. Say you want to
know
say
what
Donna.
you want
Say
me
you
to
want to
say.
say Donna right now.
I know
Say
what
it
you
right
want
now.
me to
Say
say.
it right now. I want the whole world to see you say it. Say it right now.
You see
right now.
You see
right
how,
now.
You see
right
how
now.
demons attack us, yay? You see how they attack us, yay?
Nah.
You see how they do us?
Nah.
I ain't even gave my answer.
Don't even ask for
You
help.
see how they
don't
do
even
us?
ask for help, nigga. What's wrong with you?
See how they do
don't
genius
don't
talent?
even ask
See
for
that?
help. Don't even ask for help. What's up, nigga? Who you got?
Honestly?
Nickel? Who you got?
I think in real life. In real life, like in real life, you know it's not Donda for me. You know that.
I don't know.
You do. But I also think you don't know what my actual pick is. But I also don't think I'll surprise you with what my actual pick is. Because it's, if I'm going to give you a steadfast one, we know Drake is winning that. If I'm going to give you what I think should win, we know it's Nas. And do I think in something similar to what I said about Meg will happen? Yeah, they'll give it to Nas because they fucking, in Nas's case, they fucking owe him. They fucking owe him. Let's be honest, they fucking owe him.
I'll say that. Not in the same tone.
I mean that shit.
Because they already got him the one time.
They owe him like 3.
But here's my thing. They got him last year. But if I'm going to say, and this goes in correlation with the Ortega Awards, if we talking about best produced album on top of artists,
that wasn't the category.
No, I'm this is rap album, so I'm combining the two.
Yeah, okay.
The on top of artists, creativity, rhyme skills, scheme, top to bottom finish, the whole album. I gotta give it to King Disease. I have to.
I haven't heard the whole thing, and Nas is Nas for me. So that's all I can say.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I
feel like he deserves it, and I feel like
I always listen to Tyler because I always know
Tyler's the shit.
He's gonna get a nomination, whether I like it or not.
No matter how weird you think.
Yeah, whether I like it or not, it's always gonna get a nomination.
Yeah.
Nas is Nas, so he's in my top 5. So that duh. Fuck yeah, I don't listen to none of this shit.
And it's not. Wait. It's not because we can't
Drake's
just
album
brush past
is really
that.
good.
That's what I was going to say. We can't just brush
really
past
good.
the other albums. Drake, I don't know how you can lose, really.
Cole is the only album on this list that I listened to outside of Tyler and Kanye, because I didn't listen to Kanye's at all.
You know what you just made me think
But Cole's is the only one that I listened to that I took off my download of my phone, and I was kind of cool with it. And it's not that it's terrible. It's not that it's terrible. It's not.
Now that's the only album on this list I've heard all the way through.
I really enjoy that album.
That's the only album on this list I've heard from start to finish.
In my opinion, the off season is better than KOD and For Your Eyes Only. It is the best Cole album since Born Center. That is my opinion.
I give you that.
But if we're going to compare it to what it is going up against, I can't.
We didn't mention it.
I can't put it there. It overall, like I just can't. But it's still it's a really really good album. I'm not taking it. I'm not trying to take anything away from.
It's
Cole.
there for a reason, but it's not in the actual like. And that sounds so fucked up. It's about to sound worse than what you just said. It's there for a reason, but we know compared to what it's up against and the platform we're talking about, probably not gonna happen. No. And if it does, it would be in line with those surprise things that may happen.
No,
I was talking about.
I take that back. That the off season is the best album, Cole album since 2014 Forest Hills Drive. I take that back.
Yeah, Born Center was after that.
That
was after Born Center.
Because I'm like, yo, I know I have like vinyls of 2 of my favorite ones.
Either way, I think
Cole is
still somehow the only one kind of like Nas getting shafted.
Cole,
and I don't know if
Cole
Drake's gonna storm
Cole
his shit.
is modern day Nas.
Let me ask you this: before I guess I gave my.
It has to be kind of like perfect for him to get his.
But wait, how many other categories is Drake nominated in? Because I think that tells you a lot when it comes to this particular award.
Not many, but neither.
But is it more than 1 or 2 outside of rap?
I think it's 2, maybe 3.
Outside of rap?
Yeah.
That's a telltale sign, in my opinion, in 13 years of watching the Grammys every year from start to finish.
We'll keep going. Do you care about pop duo group performance?
No.
All right, we'll move on from that. Best song?
Yes.
Right on Time, Brandy Carlisle. Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo. Leave the Door Open, Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. Bad Habits, Ed Sheeran. Happier Than Ever, I'm sorry. Billie Eilish. A Beautiful Noise, Alicia Keys. Peaches. He has a song named Peaches. Justin Bieber. Kiss Me More, Doja Cat, SZA. Dr. Luke. Montero.
Yeah, you know, 2 Live Crew.
Yeah. That's why I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
But anyway, Montero, Lil Nas X, and Fight For You, Her, and Tierra Thomas.
Doja and SZA. Doja done been kicking up a lot of dust out here. Regardless of what you think about her, how you like the music, she's been kicking up a lot of dust. I think in comparison to those best song of the year, I've heard that song more than I've heard any of those other ones.
I'm going to give it to Leave the Door Open.
Who was that?
Anderson .Paak, Bruno Mars.
That was my second pick.
I'm going to give it to that because that's the one
That's
song.
the one I hear more than the one I just said.
I see that on every fucking playlist now.
Yeah, that's
like
the one I
every
hear.
playlist.
Or
Like,
no, not more, but just as much as I hear.
Everyone.
And I think the SZA and Doja Cat song came out a while ago. So, I mean, that's normal that you would hear the Anderson .Paak shit more. But, you know, right now. But in that lineup, is one of them two is winning.
Okay. So, we're going to get a little deeper because then now this next one is Record of the Year.
This is what I hate.
All right. Happier Than Ever, you bitch. I ain't going to even say it.
How dare you call her out her name like that? Shout out to my...
Because she ain't paying me my reparations. Right on Time, Brandy Carlisle.
I love you, Billy.
Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo. Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic. I Still Have Faith in You, ABBA. I Get a Kick Out of You, Lady Gaga and Tony Bennett. Freedom, John Batiste. Peaches, Justin Bieber. Kiss Me More, Doja Cat. And Montero, Man's Lil Nas X.
This is why I hate this one. Because Record of the Year and Song of the Year are very different.
Very.
And I've never, even in all my time of watching the show, I've never been, and even keeping up with it throughout the years, like I've never really been sure what the difference is outside of Song of the Year seems to be the more popular song gets the award. Record of the Year seems to be the more, in my opinion, the more vibe-y song gets the award. So with this one, I'd have to say Pac and Bruno.
This is the one I'm going to reverse it on. This is the one I say Lil Nas X gets.
Second choice.
Yep, this is the one I think he
choice.
gets. Because
That's my second choice.
this record, that record is a vibe, whether you like it or not. And I'm not one of the likers of it. But when I heard the beat without him on it, I was like, that's so
shit hard.
I'm like, yeah, that's a vibe.
Hard,
so you can't deny that, and I think it's more powerful than
much as we made fun in the music video. Fucking hard.
You care about new artists or no?
Of course.
Jimmy Allen.
Okay, no, I forgot. Yeah, no, it's not new artists like we would say new.
Yeah, I was
artists.
say, was it Japanese breakfast?
No.
Look, I'm just read it off because you asked.
Right, go ahead.
I don't even care if we rank it or not because I don't know none of these motherfuckers. So, Jimmy Allen, Japanese breakfast, Baby Keem, Arlo Parks, and Phineas.
I'm gonna say Baby Keem just because he's the only familiar one to me on that list because he did a record with Kendrick.
I have no idea who anybody on that list even is, but those are your Grammy nominations. I don't give a fuck about the Grammys. I think this shit is whack as fuck, but that's just me.
I only care.
I don't think it means anything.
I'm gonna be honest. That's it. I only care because I want one. I think
Jay-Z is the most nominated person, period.
Shout out to Hov for getting that accolade after.
But is it so shocking because
it is because he has 84, 88
Jay-Z is the most nominated artist
ever
period
in all of music,
and
like
Beyonce is the most nominated woman in any category. Are we shocked? It's a power couple.
I think a lot
that it is.
I think a lot of people are like, they don't deserve that. I don't know.
Fuck off. We'll move on to the next subject in a second. I gotta take a piss and we'll get right back to it.
Well, let's do it. We'll be right back. You Bitch, you. And we're back.
Yay. All right, fuck off the Grammys and shit. That shit.
Yeah, what else we got?
That shit for coons.
It is not, sir.
Your man's LeBron was fighting peoples and shit in Detroit and our hometown and my hometown, all types of disrespectfully.
Do you mean the almost Malice in the Palace part 2?
Oh, no, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't, but it could have been. Very well could have been.
My man was mad.
Very well
like,
could have
Isaiah
been.
Stewart was mad as hell. And I feel why he was
Isaiah
mad.
was ready to hit shit, but I feel like he like kind of leaned into the act a little bit.
That nigga's like whole eye, his face was bleeding, nigga. Like
Yeah,
that nigga was
but-
mad as hell for it. That nigga shit
But
was
once
leaking.
you get to the once you get
He was mad.
towards the back, you're running again after you already like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'll calm down. All right, cool. And then you run again, and you come back.
No, 'cause-
then you get to the back, and then you act like you gonna run to us in the arena. Like, all right, chill
No,
out.
I've been there.
You was mad, but you wasn't that fucking mad.
I know. I've been there. I've been that mad, and I'm lying to the people around me because I know they're not gonna just let me go.
Maybe it's
You
that
know what I mean?
too.
It's like, all right.
I never been in the game
When
where
I
was
get
playing-
when I get this third step ahead of you, where I know if I jet, you not gonna be able to catch me. I'm gonna catch this nigga because that was some bullshit.
But
so
he-
I've been there.
Did he end up running around the other side of the arena?
He tried to catch him.
He did end up actually running around.
Yeah, LeBron. Like
Okay,
they
'cause
got it.
I thought it was like
they stopped him
for
from
show.
they stopped him from getting
Like, chill
there.
out.
But LeBron was still on the court before they ejected him out too.
No, I know, but
Yeah,
he
I'm
looked
saying,
like he was
Isaiah-
getting ready to
Isaiah
run
Stewart,
from that
yeah, I'm
part
saying,
that he got put out of.
Yeah, Isaiah Stewart was already in the tunnel and everything. LeBron was and then was still on the floor.
Right.
He was hoping to just kind of like run around, and by the time they ejected him, he run into LeBron. LeBron coming into his side of the tunnel.
Okay.
He wanted to smoke. It was like
Who stopped him? Once he broke
Security,
away
nigga.
from the crowd, we saw
security, nigga.
the security. It was 30 niggas on him that couldn't stop him. You telling me security in the hallway can stop him?
There's more niggas in the hallway than there is on the floor. Just as many.
Okay.
Cause you got to think.
I guess if you call
the
them all
people you can see
together,
on the
yeah,
floor, the
but-
people you can see on the floor. But there's people that's in the back that's like, yeah, I'm gonna try and get out of here. They ain't having that shit. They ain't having no nudists run out there and like in fucking soccer games.
You also can't plan for that though. So if you have it, all you can do is stop it.
Yeah.
You can't plan for it. So
But
that's why I say if you just
this is
take
one of-
off from 30 niggas already trying to hold you up.
But there is in place protocols now that since
I haven't been to a game in a while. I'm just saying.
Since the Malice in the Palace,
This
where
ain't even in the Palace. This was in Little Caesars. To be fair,
But
this
what
was
I'm-
in Little Caesars.
But what I'm saying is the Malice in the Palace was one of the biggest brawls
It's the new Palace, but whatever.
as far as sports, period. When fans get involved with players and vice versa.
It never ends well.
There is a protocol for that in place now.
yeah.
Just to
And the
stop
player knows
shit like
things
that
he's
from
supposed to do and not
happening.
supposed to do without, repercussions.
But I have been in Isaiah Stewart's position where it's like, you bleeding, you really hurt, and you fucked up, and you don't care if this nigga hit you by accident, on purpose, whatever. This shit hurt. I can feel the blood leaking down my face. I'm going to beat your ass. Because we are playing a certain sport, and it's not boxing. It's not fighting.
And LeBron did elbow him intentionally. That's why
Yes!
That's why I led with,
Suspensions necessary.
and let's get to that too. But that's why I said the almost Malice in the Palace, because that was an intentional shot.
Brian wasn't about that life of fighting that nigga, though.
But let's be honest. I don't care if LeBron was on the fucking Cavaliers. If this was 2004, LeBron was in the league, right? On the
Yeah.
Cavs. This was 2004,
Rookie year.
and he purposely elbowed Tayshaun Prince in the face. It's a riot going on. Right or wrong? It's a riot happening. Tayshaun Prince
No, I
bloody.
wouldn't say-
He want to fight LeBron. Everybody started tripping.
I wouldn't say riot. Come
on.
No, because prior to, post Malice in the Palace, like Malice in the Palace situation,
Crazy as hell. If you
with-
think
with-
Rashid not punching that nigga, Kevin
Malice
Love in the fucking face.
Malice in the Palace
Or,
was a
Ilgauskas.
specifically isolated thing, and I'm not going to say that. I'm not saying this is as a one-day potential owner of an NBA team. It was an isolated thing due to the fact that a fan threw the drink at Ryan Artest, and Ryan
Artest is the nigga you should throw shit at.
You right.
That's just a separate thing.
But you shouldn't
have popped off all of that.
Fam, when I own my own stadium and my own team, I'm not gonna allow motherfuckers to just throw shit at niggas. That
but
shit
you
is
can't
respectful.
stop it before it happens.
Which
is the problem.
You
Or
can't.
not the problem, but the reason why shit like that.
But that's why I said it was an isolated incident. It was something something that specifically happened to make that shit go that far. Now, if we think about I think it was 2 years after that, it was the Knicks and the Nuggets. Melo was still in the Nuggets. It was his first major suspension. It was a big fight. Nate Robinson used to be on the team, on the Knicks anyway. And it was a big fight.
Oh, yeah.
It was a big fight, and I always remember little Nate Robinson, little ass, like, what you gonna do? I was like, nigga, you down there with motherfuckers at 16,
like a gnome.
right? Like, what the fuck is you doing?
Like a black gnome.
You saw motherfucking Jake Paul wax his ass. Look at him too. Like, this nigga couldn't fight for real. Anyway,
Jesus.
so he was like real fucking like real body, and it was a big fight that broke out, and it was just on the floor between the players. Melo came out of nowhere. He threw, and he has a long wingspan, threw a fucking wild ass hook shot, a nigga hook, because it doesn't do this. Mm-hmm. It does
no real curvature to it. Just
knocked the motherfucker on the Knicks team, who he later home played for, and popped that motherfucker and then ran into the tunnel as fast as you ever seen a nigga like hit and pop a nigga and then run off in your entire life. And I think he got suspended for like 13 games or some shit like that.
So that brings me to
to me, it's like, all right, I've been on the floor where the emotions get so tense between teams. Been on the field where the emotions get so intense between teams.
You want to knock that nigga's head off.
So if it's between me and you, if it's on the floor, cool.
I played organized football.
However the refs want to see it out and penalize whatever, it's really that moment because of your emotions within it. You're not really thinking about, all right, I might be suspended in the next game. I might be forced to sit. I might not be able to play. I might, you know what I'm saying? You're not really thinking about that because of the real ethic of what we playing and what you just did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It comes down to like how it looks for everybody and just what you did yourself. So I was about to say, like, I played organized football for like a year and a half, 2 years, and I stopped because it's not that I didn't know how to act, but I didn't want to be a part of that type. Like, I knew I wasn't like the type of person for that. So, like, seeing shit like that has always intrigued me when you got a nigga on the team that you know that nigga's the spark plug. When you got a Ryan Artest or Rasheed Wallace, I guess, or Isaiah Stewart. You know what I'm saying? Where you might just, like a Russell Westbrook. Shout out to Russ trying to sit up there and defend. Fucking, that's been a meme all week. You know what I'm saying? Russ trying to throw his shit up for Brian. When you got, you got to account for that, and you can't always stop the natural reaction to some bullshit. How many times has Russell Westbrook almost knocked somebody the fuck out because they were talking crazy to him?
Yeah, but you know where that nigga from?
You ain't got to. You don't give a fuck if you a fan of the team you came there for.
No, but what I'm going to ask you, where that nigga from? You know?
What, Oakland? Compton? It's Cali. It's some hood in Cali.
That
I know
nigga
that.
from South Central.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, you know why nobody just like attempted Dame yet?
Same shit.
I'm gonna say
he'll knock your ass out.
That nigga from Oakland. You know what I mean? Certain motherfuckers.
And he can rap. Shout out to Dame.
Yeah, Dame can rap. But like Dame has the demeanor of try me.
No, Dame got the demeanor of
I'll say this.
I'm a cool ass nigga, but
I'll
just don't fuck with me. And if you do try me,
I'll say this.
You wanted it.
He has the most out of everybody in the league. And we'll get off the sports in a second. Out of everybody in the league, he is the most Kobe-esque, don't fuck with me out of everybody else right now. Because it's like...
That's like a controlled chaos thing? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because it's kind of like...
Him and Steph. Yeah.
No, Steph is an assassin either way.
I'm saying though, that same type of mentally, just that. All right, play with me if you want. All right, it might have been a bad game. About to come out here and cut your ass up right now.
Steph won't hit you.
I bet.
Steph won't hit you. He's gonna find a way to. He's a mental craftsman. He's gonna try to find a way to mentally fuck with you.
He gonna do that. He gonna fuck with you mentally when he hit the fucking 3-point line from half court.
No.
When he hit the 3-point from half court, he gonna do that because he's gonna be like, "How did you just
get that nigga?"
Yeah,
I'm about to say, get that nigga on a dirty foul. You know what I'm saying? Get that nigga on a dirty foul.
Yeah, now you got him 4.
Where he looked crazy and he's like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?"
Standing there at the free throw line with a smile on his face.
The next time the next time you specifically who did the dirty foul have to check him, he's going to walk down half court, and as soon as he walks past that bitch, he's going to put one up just because. And it's more
Just
than
to
likely.
put it in your face.
And it's more than likely going to go in just to fucking piss you off. Kobe's.
Them be the ones where he be like, here.
Yep. Kobe going to put hands and feet on you. He going to embarrass. He don't even give a fuck if he get 5 fouls.
Yeah,
he gonna put.
He
up
just want to help you get
he
destroyed.
He gonna put. He
Make
gonna
sure
put
you
up
feel
his.
that shit.
He gonna put up his 30, and he gonna make sure you gonna go home sore. Dame is the exact same way. And I'm like, he's the only person that's built like that.
Yeah, that's
right now.
That's a
you
fact.
know what I mean? And shout out to Dame. Some motherfucker, man. Shout out to Isaiah Stewart. I feel like you was a real ass nigga for that. I'm not a Pistons fan. You know what I mean? That's y'all. You know what I mean? I roll with the Dubs, but you know what I mean? You was out here. You defend. You was. Shout out to you for trying to defend your honor for you doing you, my nigga. I ain't mad at that shit, my nigga.
And not for nothing. Shout out to the Pistons this year for showing some fucking heart and some fucking spirit. I am a Pistons fan second and a Lakers fan first. And I was a Laker fan before fucking LeBron came. So don't you dare put me in that fucking basket. I was a Laker fan. When Kobe was losing. God damn it. Still my favorite team. But I always keep my eye and my ear out in the streets for the Pistons.
LeBron.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't say that, God damn it, they're trying. And I like it. I like what I'm seeing.
They're giving mad effort. They're losing close games, which
I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I like the effort. Yeah, that's what it is. I like the effort.
It's a lot that needs to go into building a rebooting team and shit. And one of these days, you people that are watching this that are Pistons fan are gonna probably hate me for owning the team. But it's gonna be okay.
Before we get off sports, real quick, just quick conspiracy theory busy. Do you think the Fords are racist and that we lose every Lions game every Sunday on purpose because they're laundering money? Because I think so.
No.
We'll dig deeper later. Moving on.
I think it's a realistically in this blank.
I'm just saying Henry wasn't fond of us.
I think
we seem to lose on purpose. We fire every black coach or every winning coach we get.
We got mad white people on the fucking team though.
For a reason.
Yeah, but
apparently.
What I think the shit is really, it's not Martha Ford's venture. It was her dad's venture or grandfather's venture or whatever. And
the conspiracy is, do you think race plays a part in it? Only black coach we've had in a long time is the only time we've won in a long time. They got rid of his ass for a nigga. We still winless. Yeah. And we're still winless for the nigga that they replaced him with. For no good reason.
It's incompetence.
I don't think incompetence is an excuse after few decades.
Competence.
After a few decades. That's like saying Jeannie Buss is incompetent. The Buss family is incompetent. To a degree, maybe, but not fully. They know how to put niggas in the office. Ford family, I feel like it might be a little bit on purpose.
I actually think Jeannie Buss is incompetent. I think
but she knows who to put there to handle the shit. You can be incompetent and run a business, or you can be not the smartest motherfucker in the business and run the business. Yeah. Because you know who to put in place for the business.
You're right. But what I do think is when you're completely and supremely incompetent is when you are so out of the loop that you hire somebody that doesn't or is in any way what's the words I'm looking for? In any way solidified to be able to do the job, you're not going to get any positive result from it. I look at it like this. All right, as a businessman, if I buy a team, I want my team's value to increase, right?
Ideally,
Because if my team's value increase, that means my annual.
That's not the Ford family thing.
That means my annual profit margin always increases. But if I wait, like I'm gonna, because now we're gonna discuss this. But if I'm the Ford family, then I think it's all in, like incompetence and shit. We
Camera's gone. Ha ha. Audio.
But if we're gonna talk about incompetence, then there's a point to where it's like, all right, you may be, because it's the Ford Motor Company that owns the Lions. They're making billions of dollars a year off of selling fucking F-150s and Ford Focuses. So if you're doing that shit, cool. The Lions really ain't making you that much extra profit margin. But it's a pride thing if you're in a sense of you're really here to compete.
Right.
This is what I was explaining to my wife's cousin and my brother-in-law yesterday. If you really want to compete, you're going to do what it takes to be able to compete.
It's a fact.
But if you look at it as, all right, let's just say, because you know this is what I know. The Lions have not sold out a game in years in Ford Field.
Really? Well, I mean, it's not a surprise. Actually, now that you said it out loud, it's not a surprise.
That's
I just never thought about that.
Football stadium.
I never thought about it, but it's not a surprise.
It's a football stadium. It's more. It's more seats.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's more seats than in what is in Little Caesars Arena.
You said since how long?
Nigga,
years. Ford Field.
The only
No.
Comerica Park has more seats than Ford Field.
70,000 fucking people in there. 70,000 fucking seats in Ford Field, bro.
Yeah,
I went to WrestleMania 23.
it's a lot of seats.
That was sold out.
Not.
I was in the middle
football game.
I know. I'm talking about WrestleMania 23. Nigga, that was, whatever, 2000, whatever. But
not for a football game, though, nigga.
I'm saying in the time frame you're talking about, though, it has sold out. Just not for them. That's fucking not surprising, but crazy.
But here's the thing: Ford Field, the Ford family owns Ford Field, which is the housing that is for the Lions, right?
Right.
So you can use that for stadium, for WrestleMania, concerts, all types of shit, and sell out and make mad bank because you're the housing, right? You're the venue.
Ideally, yeah.
So you always gonna make your bank, but you're not making your bank off the team. You might make, I can guarantee you, the team itself and merch and all annually probably make under $1 billion a year.
Yeah.
That's sad as fuck. If we're talking about football.
Yeah. Is it? Cleveland Browns have been a franchise forever.
You're talking about a section of every Sunday is reserved specifically for your home team.
And you constantly lose.
That's a lot of bread, yo.
Yeah.
That you missing out on because you not losing or not, not winning or attempting to not win.
Well, that's my conspiracy. Is it intentional? Do you think they're doing that on purpose to launder the money through something else or for something else? Because they don't really give a fuck about football, A, and B, if they did, it's not first in the fucking portfolio as the moneymaker. So who gives a fuck?
I've told you this before. I've told you this before as far as statistics. And maybe I have. I know I told my coworker this multiple times. It was in reference to my workplace. 56% of businesses that have successed to a family member, child, grandchild, or whatever, is a 56% chance of failure from the succession. Second generation after that, the generation after that, so 2 generations after, is a 98% chance of failure. within family. So that tells me this.
You really believe that statistic? You've told me that on and off air. You're the only person I've ever heard say that to.
Yeah, I really do believe in it. Because here's my thing is this. I believe in the philosophy of, I believe I'm going to make $1 billion plus in my lifetime.
Me too.
100%. There's nothing that's telling me otherwise.
No reason that all three of us is in the room.
I really believe in my heart of souls that I'm going to make $1 billion plus in my lifetime.
Individually or together, there's no reason why we can't put our minds
But
together.
everything that I do, everything that I make, everything that as far as business ventures, I do not put on my daughter to carry on. In my head, I'm like, all right, if you develop...
This is for you, but not for you to take over.
No, like my thing is like, if I landscape maybe 6 different ventures that I'm a part of on an annual that she can observe, and she's like, yo, I want to do that. I want to be a part of this or whatever. All right, cool. You can do that. I'll put that. That can be the next thing for you. You just be in charge of the other stuff, or or inherit the responsibility of, and move over. But at least you have something that's within your realm that you're comfortable in. You know what I mean? There's something that you like, yo, I can do this for my dad because and take this over as far as a family business because I like this. I'm not going to be like,
gotta be natural.
Yeah, I'm not going to be like, yo, Peyton, your dad's been podcasting for 20 plus years, so I'm gonna need
you to podcast. I'm gonna need you to podcast for the next 40 years.
I'm about to retire, so you're gonna have to. Now you're gonna have to talk now on mic, and that might not be something that she's comfortable with. So it's like at that.
You wanted me to be an Olympian, nigga.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm putting my daughter in a position to do something that I love to keep that going, and respect to me, but it's not something that she love. What the fuck does it mean? What's the point?
It depends on the impact what it means to you has when you introduce that, which you can't judge. Kind of like how we were talking about with the almost malice in the palace. You can't prepare for something you don't know is going to happen.
But we talked about
you can prepare for the worst.
Yeah,
but you can't prepare for something specific.
Yeah, we talked about the James Bond shit. Daniel Craig.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, like where he was saying like he wouldn't give his kids all the money, and I'm like, I wouldn't either. But it would like my thing is like I would give you the opportunity to do what you want to do, because that's what I feel like at a certain point. That's our responsibility. If you become successful, it's not about your kids doing the same shit that you do, my nigga.
I think is it weird? Tell me if this is weird. I feel like that's true, but I feel like we talk about that from like people that don't have that. When we talk about people that have that, end up talking about it. There go to George. End up talking about it from a perspective where it's like, what would you do at the very last? Like in your last moments, not after you raise them and they're 20 and they're begging you for $10,000 because they know you got it. They're not talking about that point. And maybe you don't raise the type of kid that does that, but at the same time, and not every rich kid does that, of course, but at the same time, don't we seem to talk about it from a point as if we're always handing it off to them as opposed to raising them in and how we raise them in and within it? I don't think that part's talked about enough.
Yeah, it does matter. It like the way you
if you're gonna raise a motherfucker
I think
like
the way
that,
you integrate your kid into
like that.
What you're looking at matters. And I say that from my employer, for example. He has 3 kids. They're the initials to the fucking place that I work at. But all 3 of them work actually in the shop. They're all teenagers. Like the oldest one is the daughter, and she's like, I think like 17 or 16 or some shit. But she's working front desk. The boys work like really in the workshop, polishing out and like really learning the grind.
Priming them niggas.
Yeah.
So they know what's up.
Yeah, like I walked up to them like,
which is respectable.
Yeah, and I
That's
walked
what
up
you
to the
should
one and I was
do.
like, yo, you the future.
If nothing,
And-
even if not to take over the business, just to get that in your head, get that in your system, get that ethic in you.
But here's the gig. I understand where it comes from because my employers, the owners and shit, them niggas didn't have what we have. They was really making motherfucking like, they was doing whole countertops and shit and granite in people's yards and shit, doing the whole cut.
You seeing the come
cutting
up.
it,
You
cutting
got
it down
hired
from
into
like,
the come up.
like no machines and shit. They were doing this shit all by hand saw. You know what I mean? And then polishing out right there in people's yards and then installing it within the same day. That's where their parents came from. And that's really only like 20 years ago. So it's like for the parents, it's like, yo, I didn't come too far from this. So you
I ain't been rich that long, and I was broke longer.
Right, like so you gotta understand the basics of the genre. Like, but what they do is their primary venture. What I plan to do, and this is me, if I have a landscape of 10 different things that Peyton want to do, she can do it. You know what I mean? If she don't want to,
Whatever.
here's your inheritance. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I can find a successor that's not you for the other 10, and you still be rich forever. Like, it's still good. It's all Gucci.
And I think to some degree, if you raising kids, I think that's why maybe that doesn't always work out, is because that thing that you said earlier is a fact. Like, even if you get your kids to take over the business, are their kids gonna want to do it?
Yeah.
Are they gonna force them to do it? Isn't it almost better to, once you get to that point, to like get a guy that was in like accounting or something to be like,
Yeah, like
run the company?
to
now,
me,
man.
I believe.
I trust you.
Yeah, I believe in natural.
Isn't that easier?
It is gonna sound wild because it's my own category of evolution, but like this natural individualism. Like, you're gonna eventually run into a point that no matter how rich or poor you are within family or not, this point to where it's like this person that exists on the planet is going to individually have a focus or a liking to something. It's not. It may or may not be influenced by anything that you do that's come from you. But
I was
that's
raised
who
by
they
a
are.
teacher, and me myself,
You hate school.
I hate school, and I am a teacher in the worst sense. Like, I'm the guy you would want to teach you, but not the guy you would want to, like, I'm not the only class you want to go to. You need some structure after you leave my shit, because I'm just going to give you the raw shit. I'm going to teach you, but it might be hard to digest. And then somebody else will go, recalculate it for me and make it, what they call it, articulate.
I came from a family full of structure, and I have become the most intellectual hippie that maybe I know. Like, just
I think I'm intellectual by nature,
know?
but I just happen to have adapted to my surroundings.
I'm saying, like, old school religious folk, you know what I mean? It's real strict. It's like strict to strict. I'm a strict parent, but it's like,
there's
I'm not
levels
strict
to
for
it.
no reason.
Yeah,
It's like, yo,
it's like, all right, that can slide.
It's one of those simplistic things. It's like, yo, I don't want my daughter becoming a prostitute, a crack whore,
Like
Rock
Rock
you know what I'm
said,
saying?
keep her off the pole. nigga.
Right, a
Goddamn it.
stripper,
Keep
you
her
know
off
what I
the
mean? Like, I just want her to be
Don't be scared.
like, use your brain, be a good person, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. Like,
And even if you do get on the pole, still use your fucking brain. Yeah,
like,
there's nothing wrong with getting on the pole.
No,
Just use
fuck
your
that.
brain.
Like, my daughter can't get on the pole. Like,
And you never know what she want to do. Like you just said.
I don't give a fuck about that. No.
What if she want to be a stripper?
That's what you want to do?
Maybe for a minute.
That's
would it be
what you want to
crazy?
do.
Would it be crazy? Like, if you were, okay, think about it like this. And I do mean this. Think about it like this. If you were an 18-year-old girl when you were 18, would you not have gotten on the pole, started an OnlyFans just to get a couple extra dollars? You would have. What we were doing when we was 18? We was doing more for work, less. We was committing more shit for less. If it was as simple as turning on a camera and rubbing on yourself.
You know what? I'm not mad
It
at that.
might not be ideal, but
I'm not mad at that.
you know,
I told the whole fucking bitch to do the same shit.
you know.
Yeah. And she actually hit me with the morality thing. I'm like, just like you said, like, would you tell your daughter to do the same thing? And I said, yes.
I definitely
I was like, yes. If she can make a buck without like for real, if she can rob the fuck out of niggas and shit without having to bust down no pussy,
no
for
problem.
real.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, rob the shit out of these niggas. But
that's not realistic.
it is.
And in certain circles.
It is. We'll get the fuck out of here. I say to let that bitch breathe for next week because this nigga needs to listen to the Silk Sonic album.
Facts. And I have heard maybe 3 records from it. It's been just off the radio and like in
37 fucking minutes.
I haven't even clicked the album. I just know what I've heard on the radio and the name, and I was like, I knew the album was coming out. I saw it on the radio, heard a couple songs on the radio, walked into a store, heard a song there, whatever. You know. Anyway,
it's certified greatness, but we'll do a we'll do a let that bitch breathe.
Didn't we have something else on the docket?
Nothing that was that important. We kind of covered
it.
Everything.
Something else this week, wasn't it?
No, because we ducked
I feel like it was something else this week.
We still gotta keep talking.
I just felt like it was something worth talking about. No, I don't remember.
Oh shit. Kanye and Drake friends.
Yeah.
That's not gonna last.
Yeah, it's not really a lot of time worth talking about. I mean, December 7th is coming, then it will pass. And then
I think Jay Prince is now one of the corniest motherfuckers in hip hop history. We might not be able to do a show in Houston, but that's what I think.
Jose Ortega said that, not me.
I got mad guns too.
That's cute.
Like a lot.
That's cute.
You gonna hold one too, nigga? You better not be no bitch. You better shoot back.
Shoot, nigga. What? Huh? Stop trying to drag me into your beef, nigga. I ain't got no beef with nobody.
See, that's exactly why the fuck gang got kicked out of G Unit. Like that right there. That right there.
How is that?
You a game ass nigga. You a game ass nigga. How you gonna rap?
What? 50 think I'm 50. How am I game?
Like you just gonna
Game had a whole problem.
Like that's not
and
my
50 didn't want nothing to do with it.
No.
And vice versa.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Vice versa.
No.
50 was helping that nigga out.
The reason
he had problems, and 50 already had his problems.
Game didn't have no
and
problem.
This nigga didn't
Game didn't have no problem with Fat Joe and Ja Rule and them and shit. And because he was with G Unit and everything, you know what I mean, Aftermath, they wanted to bring him in along with the shit. He wasn't with it. 50 was like, nah, that nigga ain't in G Unit no more because he a bitch. That's why, nigga.
That is not how that happened.
It's how it completely.
Exactly.
It is how it happened.
It's part of how it happened.
It's how it happened.
Okay, well, there was also
50 Cent.
300
You
bars
need more of a
and
reason?
300 Bars and Running came out before that. I mean, Young Buck was crying after that. It was a whole thing. Look. How washed do we sound arguing about G Unit? Damn.
All I'm saying is, you's a game ass nigga, dog. You not even riding.
If I'm game, you're Young Buck.
No, I'm 50 in this situation.
Okay.
I'm riding.
No.
I'm riding.
At the least, you're okay. If you riding, then you yayo.
Nah.
If you just riding.
Nah.
You just riding?
I'm the one that's starting the whole shit, so it's like, yeah, nigga, I'm here, nigga. Where you at? Where is you at? Look. If I call you, gonna send me to Do Not Disturb, nigga? Huh?
I wouldn't side with 50.
Gucci rag ass, nigga.
I wouldn't. It's Chanel.
Whatever, nigga. Where you at, nigga?
It's Chanel.
Where you at? Where you at?
I wouldn't side with 50 versus Jay Prince. Go fuck yourself. We out of here.
Look.
I wouldn't side with 50 over Jay. And 50 is like an idol to me, or what, like as a coming up type thing. Like as a kid, that was a nigga like I looked up to before I even knew who the fuck Jay Prince was.
Bombed It for life. Shout out to Gang.
Shout out to Game.
Yeah, shout out to Game.
Didn't he just say some stupid shit about women? That's for another episode.
We don't talk about Game maliciously on this podcast.
Oh, but we can talk about him being a hoe with G Unit. All right, cool. I sided with 50.
No,
on the whole
I'm saying
thing,
no.
so
I was
just
calling
saying.
50 the whole in the like the situation because how you gonna be mad at a nigga that just don't want to be in it? But that's who you are in this situation.
No, you can be mad that a nigga don't want to be in it, that you just invited to the crew, as much as the nigga that was invited cannot want to be a part of it. Those are both equal criticisms.
But like I said, if I'm thinking like 50 now, you here now, you can't just like not be in the beef now.
If you don't want no part of the beef, you can.
No, nigga. If I jump you into the set, nigga, and the set is at war, nigga. You
Nigga, this is a record label. This is not a gang.
Same shit, nigga.
And if I'm game, I'm already in a gang. Go fuck yourself.
Nigga, look, 50 came from gangs, Game came from gangs. So all y'all
And
niggas
at the
know
time,
how
if I'm
gang
game,
work.
Go
The
fuck
fuck
yourself.
you mean?
If I'm game in 2003 and 50 is like Get Down and Lay Down with G Unit Records, what I gotta do?
I'm just saying, gang. Anyway, episode what? 183 non-millennial millennials podcast.
183.
We are very humble and very Christian-like individuals. We're not as hostile,
blessed,
as what it seems.
benevolent, beloved.
Church,
Preach, tabernacle,
temple,
all
that stuff that people do on like for some reason the top of mountains and get greater clarity. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta climb Mount Everest and let the world know you the shit.
One of the things I want to do on my bucket list, and this is gonna sound wild, and we can get the fuck out of here. I want to smoke a joint on top of Mount Everest. I know it's like damn near impossible.
I think that's impossible. You might your lungs might collapse trying to do that.
Yeah. That's why I gotta make a bubble so when I'm
You have
up
to have
there.
like medical assistance on like deck.
Yeah, but I have to have like a bubble like up there so it's like I can breathe and shit. So it's like just
you come up there Bubble Boy style, that might do it.
Yeah,
that's
you know
some
what
fly
I mean?
shit too.
You know what I mean?
That'd be a dope Instagram picture.
Right.
Top of Instagram or top of Mount Everest in the Bubble Boy joint. That'd be a fly pic.
With double jointed.
Hey,
You can't stop the innovations.
183.
We out this bitch.